So one of the things I like to do for patients is it's great that I know what's wrong, but a lot of times I want to teach my patients and athletes how to learn how to help themselves so they know where to work today. When we do something, the question I always ask is it helping you perform better or live life better? And if the answer is no, then whatever I suggest to do is not the right thing to do, and we would move on and do something different. But one of the assessments we look at, or evaluations, is how well Brian can get his heel to his butt. One of the things I see happening is as he starts to move his leg, he starts to move. You may not be able to see this on camera, but you can start to see that my hand moves a little bit. So that means when he goes to move his hip and his leg, he moves his back a little bit. So that cost him a little bit in the setups for his deadlifts and in his squats. But even if you're not a power lifter, this is still something you don't want to see happen in an athlete. You can't run as fast. You could tweak your knee. You could tweak your back, lifting your children or playing soccer. So the heel should be able to touch his buttocks. We got, about 14 inches away from there. We'll check the other side. Same thing. He starts to, since he's so tight in the front of his thigh here, he starts to move up quite a bit. The other thing is we can see here he likes to turn his foot out a little bit, and that lets me know there's a muscle right over in here in the front of his hip that goes online and spins his foot out. So that means he can't really spin his hip the way he should, which is going to create a lot of strength and power and stability in the hip. So he has to compensate to create that movement down here at the knee and at the ankle. This could possibly cause knee problems, or could eventually just kind of destroy the ligaments in the foot and ankle. Heel spurs, a lot of other things could happen in the foot from that. So, Brian, go ahead and come on up for me. Next, I'm going to show, and I know about this because I'm 40-something years old. I've played sports my whole life, and I started to run into a lot of joint problems, and sports started to go away, and I'm not ready to surrender that in my life yet. So, what we're going to have Brian do next is we're going to learn for him to find his tightest spot. So what we'll do is we're going to put the foot up against the wall, let the knee come straight down like this. If you're really tight, you could just kind of stay down here like this, and that's good enough. We want the buttocks to be able to squeeze here. And if you're really tight in here, you'll be surprised that you actually can't squeeze your butt in this position. And I would say just hang out here. Don't kind of push through that. Relax and allow the change to occur. Relax and allow the change to occur. But as we're moving through with Brian today, we're going to be a little bit more amped up. You get a chair here in front of you, and my goodness, that's about as far as I can get, and I got a lot of tightness right in here on me. So instead of me sitting here and struggling all day with that, we're going to use this ball here to work that tightness out, and we'll come back and do the stretch again. Cut.